When it comes to learning how to super counter in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a lot of people just tell you, yeah, just press up and square and you'll get the super counter. And yeah, that's true, but understanding when you can go for the super counters are just as important. Now, you can go for super counters whenever you're getting missionary shots or whenever you're catching back shots. But knowing when to go for it or how to do it is also just as important. So as you can see from the clips, I'm able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and even 7 super counters at a time, right? But it's all about understanding how to do them correctly. Now, yes, you can press up and square to do said super counter, but knowing when to press it is just as important, right? So the way you do it is as the opponent is attacking you and the attack is landing on you and you can visually see that the opponent is hitting you and the button is going through you, like where their square button is going through your character, kind of like a no-rag from shooters. At that point, you can see that the game is saying, hey, I am going to hit you. You haven't inflicted damage yet. This is the moment to press super counter. That's the game telling you, hey, you can press it here. As the button is hitting you and going through you right before it registers and you take damage, that's when you go for super counters. That's the moment you press up and square. Now, there's also an option select when it comes to doing super counters, and that is, yeah, you're pressing up and square, but in those scenarios where your up and square does not come out and you do not get your super counter, you then press your guard button. And what happens here is, if you get your super counter off, your guard button does not activate. But if your super counter does not go off, your guard button does activate. And in that scenario, you'll get your vanish instead. And that is right there is an option select. If this, then this. If not, then this. It becomes like an if statement if you ever had any type of programming class or you just know about programming in general. But essentially, this becomes so powerful because not only are you getting your super counters every single time, but you're also getting vanish if your super counter tends to just not come out. Now, one thing I would recommend is not going for super counters if you're playing against an opponent who has very unstable connection. At that point, just go for the vanish ward and call it at that. But when you're playing against somebody that has very good connection, always go for this option select. It is very important to go for this OS because it'll just overall help your gameplay in the long term. You can see here from the clips that I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 super counters in a row. And that's because I've been timing this. I go into the lab and I practice this consistently, daily. Every single day, right before I boot up my stream, I go to the training room and I practice my super counters for at least 5 to 10 minutes right before I boot up the stream. It's a really good way to just warm up and understand what's about to happen, how I'm gonna play the game for the day. It's just a good, it's kind of like playing basketball, just getting a few warm-up shots, getting some free throws up. It's a really good way to just practice and get your hands warm up for the day, you know what I mean? But yeah, the exact tell is as the button is going through you, that's when you super counter. As you see the button, like I'm slowing down the clips, as you see the buttons going through you, that's the moment you press super counter. And if it doesn't come out, you input RB. So that's how you super counter. As you see the button going through you, that's when you press up and square and then RB in case the super counter does not come out. As I was scrolling through the timeline, I actually noticed that somebody made a super counter drill. I believe this is for PlayStation 5. This is the code right here, 0470607549. I'm pretty sure this is for PlayStation 5 because I tried it on PC and it didn't work. And I highly doubt this is for Xbox, considering that there's a PlayStation 5 controller on the bottom left-hand corner. But this is actually a really good drill. I'll leave the link to this Twitter post in the description down below. But this is actually a really, really good drill. Like, look at this. Look at how amazing this drill is. It's really helping you just how to super counter consistently. I wish I had this on PC. I'm not that good at creating custom battles, but hopefully somebody in the future can create a custom battle for PC players. But this is pretty solid, so big shout outs to this person as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like down below in the video player and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. If you guys like more tutorial, more guides, and things like this, please let me know. I'm very open to helping you, the community. Thank everybody for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.